Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another edition of Verbal Surgery. I'm your host, your humble savant, Tim A. Cummins, here to share with you just a few ways to help you feel better, baby. Amen? And let me just mention to you right now, as I'm looking at you, you're looking awesome. Whatever you're doing, keep it up, all right? Listen, I've got some great things for you today. We're going to spend a few minutes together just to help you feel better, and some thoughts of mine that I think might make you just a little bit better person. And you're already dadgum great, so hey, we're in the right direction, right? Yeah. Let's talk about this one for a second. Make people feel better about themselves, and they'll automatically feel better about you. You see, I think most people, if they ask them, well, man, you know, one of my big things in life is I just like more friends. I'd like to have more friends, people that know me, people that I can hang out with. You know, I'm just kind of lonely. You want to make friends? You be friendly. Now, that may sound like a really obvious thing, but the more that you tell people that they're looking good, which so many in particular for women, you know, this American culture is so heavy on women being this perfect shape, which who can even attain that perfect shape, right? So they already feel bad about themselves. So when you first start getting and being around any of your friends that are ladies, make sure and just point out, you know, your hair looks good. I like your shoes. That's a great looking purse. Now, for you guys who may think, man, that's dumb. I'm not going to say stuff like this. Listen, if you want them to like you, if you want them to feel better about yourself, you've got to make them feel better about it. And what does that cost you to tell them, hey, you look really nice today. I like that jacket. Where'd you get that? That's really pretty. That doesn't take much. You know, and for guys, you know, guys like to feel like they're in shape or whatever like that. It's almost always easy for somebody to say, man, you look like you lost weight. What are you doing? Very few people, when you tell them you lose weight, you know, are going to say, well, I wasn't trying to look thinner. What are you trying to say about that? Now, you know, I'm not from this country. I'm from East Africa, man. You know, in Kenya, it's different than in this country, because in Kenya, the bigger you are, the fatter you are, means the wealthier you are, basically. And so I have Kenya friends of mine. They'll go up to Americans. They'll say, oh, look, you become so very fat. And they're smiling like they've said a good thing, and I have to take them aside and say, listen, Americans don't take that, man. And they're, what? But they become fat. They are rich. You say, well, that's not the way we roll over here. So anyway, it doesn't take a lot of your time to tell people that they look good, right? Or they're doing something well, you know, that this project is good. Just find something. Now, if your brain works on answering questions. So if you ask yourself what's good about this person, how have they improved, your brain's going to immediately start kicking out that kind of information. And you ought to be proactive with this, because the more you try to help people feel better about themselves, the better they're going to feel about you. All right, that's just one small thing, and all of this is about verbal surgery. I'm going to give you another tweet right here. Put yourself in the success category. You know, I think if you look about the kind of person you are and the things that you've achieved, if you look at it and you say, you know, I have been successful. Have you ever noticed how people that are superstars and stuff, is it always shocking to you when you find out that they've killed themselves, or they have to go into rehab? And you think, how can this person who's so beautiful, so great looking, have everything, want to commit suicide? Why is that? You know why? Because they still haven't put themselves in the success category. If you tell yourself, I'm successful, I'm a good person, I'm doing good things right now. Not I'm going to be successful maybe 20 years from now. You're successful now. That's why you're good right now. You don't have to change. Now, can we be more successful? Can we be even better? Can we be even better looking? Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you're not already great right now. Does that make sense? So try to keep the bar where you're already at. And you think, well, if I do that, I'm never going to improve. Hey, that's okay. I'm all for improvement, man. Verbal surgery is about helping you to be better. right? But here's the deal. We can always be better. We can always make more money. So if you have a goal of, I want to make this amount of money, and when I make that, that's when I'm going to be successful. Here's the surprise, my friend. When you get there, you know what's going to happen? You're going to say, well, I've reached this goal, but I still don't feel successful. So put yourself in the success category. Just a couple of thoughts for you today to help you with this surgical time, verbal surgery. And let me just remind you one more time. You're a person of worth. You're a great person. Just to come here and listen to this means you're trying to do something better about yourself. Just that attitude makes you different and makes you an even better person. And you know what? The longest journey starts with the first step, right? And you've taken that first step. I appreciate you coming and listening to this and into another one of our verbal surgery. Look forward to seeing you again soon.